What happened to our music?
I got rid of it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a meeting we didn't have. We should have had.
Hello.
I was doing my shirt up.
Oh no, I was looking at them. Now the light's gone down. Now I can't see them. Who are
It's
you?
all right. It's all right. I had a quick look. They're all minging.
Oh yeah, you're right. Turn them back down.
How you guys doing?
Welcome to Regular Features. Episode 250 something. We don't know. Welcome to Regular Features.
Is this anybody's very first regular feature show?
Yeah, right here.
Oh fuck!
Oh, hang
That's a
on.
lot.
Is it, wait,
Lights up again.
is it anyone's first regular features?
Well, they don't know what it is.
You are gonna have a terrible time.
So in jokey. You
It's-
don't
Yeah,
get
he's fit as
anything.
well. He's a little hottie. That you, right? Yeah. You or the other guy behind you? No, you're fit. I'm saying it doesn't matter if he's your first one or not. Take
You
a
both
fucking
are.
compliment, mate.
If you're going out with each other, well done. Hot couple of the night. If you're not, then I'm sorry for implying that something as horrible as that.
I think I know that guy, and I think he came to a party once and he was dressed like fucking the dude from Narcos. Who's the real life dude from Narcos?
Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar. Is that right? Did I make that up? No. Good. I'm glad. That's good. That's a really weird thing to make up. I thought.
You made it extra confusing by going, no, yeah, we did meet. What's that?
Yeah, Pablo, Jesus.
Classic drug lord talk. Duplicitous.
Good. That's the
that
audience.
concludes the making the audience uncomfortable segment of the show.
All right, should I begin?
Yes.
I've got a feature.
Good.
You've all got scripts underneath your chairs. I've hidden it. Wait.
Ooh, this
Preparation.
is a hefty sheaf.
Yes, quite long.
It's all right. We'll just rattle it off. It'll be fine.
So I was told recently that I still wasn't a proper member of the podcast because I'd never done a Doctor Who script.
No, we said until you deleted an episode and then you just did that out of spite.
No, that's one of 3 things I haven't done. That did it, and then Doctor Who script's my second off the checklist, so I've done it. And everyone's in it, except Matt. Right, let's begin. We begin in media res.
What the hell is that like?
Oh wait, I've got to tell everyone what they are. Log's the Doctor.
Hey, oh.
Gav's a foul-mouthed Brixton girl, Genevieve.
I can do that.
And Steve's a tiny, tiny Italian priest, Pietro.
So this is an episode of Doctor Who that you've written.
Yeah.
How tiny are we talking for this priest?
3'5".
3/5.
3/5
of a real priest.
of the Doctor.
Okay.
We begin in media res.
I just want to know what media res means. Is this me being?
It means we're in the middle of a scene.
Oh,
It's
okay,
as
is that
if
Latin?
imagine
Nice, no, okay.
imagine the theme tune's played.
You're such a posh prick.
I don't
Always.
I draw the line at int day bedroom.
I don't watch or respect Doctor
Day
Who.
TARDIS.
I'm assuming sometimes they start.
Question mark TARDIS.
It's never day or night upon the TARDIS. It is all times at once.
You know so much more about Doctor Who than I do. So let's
Stop.
begin.
I've seen when they put the lights up, there's some women in. Let's not talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in that
Because
case.
they can be Doctor Who's now and all.
We begin in the middle of a scene.
Phew. Who would have thought that just one Time Lord, a foul-mouthed Brixton girl, and a tiny, tiny Italian priest could take on space's biggest bad boys and win? We did pretty well today, wouldn't you agree, Genevieve?
Yeah, but look at the fucking state of this TARDIS.
Do they swear in Doctor Who?
Like sailors.
They probably do in torture. They bum in tortures. They definitely swear. Sticking our fists at those baby aliens omni arseholes and pulling out their soft spines might have been the only way to save whatever planet that was. But it's turned this police box into a right shithole. You say, do they swear? Then you wrote shithole, because I added fuck, guys. Improv in the spirit of the fringe. It could really do with some home improvement.
I do love your impression of the home improvement grunt, Pietro. Spot on.
I tee 'em up, Pietro fucks 'em down. A good time had by all.
Doctor Who. Oh. Didn't you get it, Pietro? It's a time joke because we are the sort of like time policemen and space policewomen. And only in that order because sexism finally won.
You fucking donkey, Pietro. What in the shit-shining piss of our man in Havana?
Pietro, can you only make the grunt from the end of the opening credits of Home Improvement, albeit with modular entertainment? What? I'm going to try that sentence again. I think I could do it better. Pietro, can you only make the grunt from the end of the opening credits of Home Improvement, albeit with modular intonations to indicate mood? Right. Come here.
The Doctor and Genevieve pry open Pietro's mouth using a car jack. A close-up reveals that his uvula is now a perfect, if miniaturized, facsimile of actor Tim Allen's head.
Doc, whose vortex of an arse do I need to suckle to get an answer about what's going on here? Is it yours? Because I don't know anyone else with a vortex for an arse.
It's a puckered old neutron star, actually, but that's another story. Also, shut up, Genevieve. This is no time to get me all horned up. Something here is wrong. Very wrong.
The Doctor runs over to some instruments, prods at them, seems dissatisfied, pulls a lever and backflips to a screen half a mile away while drinking a coffee. We hear the faint, tinny sound of the regular features theme tune being played from a speaker.
We don't, because you
would
forgot
be,
to put it on your phone.
That would be more effective if you'd heard it at the start of the show.
Maybe the crowd could sing it now. No, don't. I know who's done this. I just hope to Jesus. That's one for you, Pietro, because you're a priest, which I haven't mentioned in a while. I just hope to Jesus that we can do something about it.
That's the end of the scene. Before we get to scene 2, I was meant to bring a prop for this. I've forgotten it. So, but I think I've actually got a good replacement that I spotted behind the piano. Matt, could you come out?
It's Matt Lee.
Wow.
You'll see quite soon that, as Matt pointed out earlier today, I am literally objectifying him.
He didn't even say hello to me on the way in.
Scene 2, Matt Lees' house. And now I'm in the characters of me and stage directions. This bit's me. You'll be able to tell shortly. Hello, I'm Joe Screbbles from the podcast Regular Features. We just performed a rip-roaring show at the Canal Cafe Theatre on Monday the 7th of August, 2017. I performed my first ever Doctor Who script and was finally accepted by the readers.
Don't.
It's been a big night for me. Sadly, I was so busy charming everyone and being bought expensive drinks in the bar that I
It's funny because you are fuming that you bought a really massive round last time.
Yes.
Because he's
I
mentioned
know
it
a few
4
of
times
you-
on the way here tonight.
I know a few of you who owe me. Being bought expensive drinks in the bar that I missed the last train home. Thankfully, my good friend Matt Lees offered me a lift back to his house in his huge car and a couch to crash on. Over a nightcap, we talked and laughed until, amidst the adrenaline crash, he fell asleep on the sofa. I covered him with a blanket, but I'm not yet sleepy myself, so I'm just sitting here, watching him, listening to his night sounds. This is stage directions now. A TARDIS flies through the wall, making all the expected noise of smashing masonry and screaming metal. Somehow, the wall remains bafflingly intact, because of time. Matt remains asleep because he's proper zonked out. Our heroes emerge.
I am the Doctor.
I'm Genevieve.
Hello.
Tonight you performed a feature in which you wrote a Doctor Who script, finally aligning your podcast status with every other member of the podcast. This was a terrible mistake.
Why?
The script was never meant to be You had no right. The fabric of reality was only built to withstand mild comedy riffs on the inherent silliness of Doctor Who from the original members of regular features. Your edition has shifted us one step beyond truth. You've nudged us into a space between realities, trapped us in a maelstrom of madness where nothing has happened, so anything can happen.
What are you talking about? Nothing's gone mad. Everything's exactly the same.
Sorry, I was looking at Steve for approval there. Oh? Open that door. So, out now.
How does it sound like me?
Shit.
You fucking all, you stupid prick.
There's only one thing for it. Your previous reality's been compromised. Your mum's a horse. Your dad's 14-year-old. It's kaput. We need to have you merge with another reality, a reality where you are more perfectly a cohesive part of the Regular Features podcast. Can you think of something, anything else that everyone on Regular Features has done, but you haven't?
Well, Shit, you should have changed quicker.
Anything!
Anything.
Sorry, so you say, well, I again.
Well,
Anything!
Anything.
Okay.
What is it? Quickly now, I need a wee.
Well, it's simple, but...
No buts, you fucking piss. Tell us.
Well, everyone else on the podcast is...
It's sad, but it's true.
grabbed Matt's dick while he was asleep.
Of course! Please, for the sake of everything you hold close, make what you are holding close at this precise moment in time your unknowing friend's penis.
I don't know if I can. Suddenly, doctors from every conceivable reality begin arriving in the room, phasing into existence, appearing impossibly from behind curtains or just knocking on the door to come in. There are too many to count, although if the viewer was to guess, it would be between 40 and 60, depending on ticket sales. As one, they begin a rousing, beautiful chant with our heroes.
Grab his dick. Grab his dick.
Grab his dick. Grab his dick.
Okay.
Grab his dick.
Okay.
Grab his dick.
Grab his dick. Grab his dick. Grab his dick. Grab his dick. Oh! Dick grabbed.
People
Why
who are
is
here for
your
the first
palm-
time tonight, how is it going so far?
And also, why isn't his palm glowing golden at the minute?
Is it over? Said the people who were here for the first time.
There's only one way to find out. Pietro.
Mamma mia. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy
Praise
name.
be. Time is safe once more. I am still the best, and Joe is indisputably a real member of Regular Features, and no one henceforth forthwith can have a problem with him. Genevieve, Pietro, let's bounce.
Aye, sexy. Where are we going now? Can we go to a fun planet?
God, I get all the longest lines.
You're the fucking doctor.
I am! And I heard tell of a planet in the year 789 cubed. After countless millennia, a lost emergency probe containing all human media crashed into its surface, just as its dominant species became sentient. For millennia more, the species kept the probe as a religious symbol, a perfect promise of its own future. When the species scientists acquired the engineering skill to interface with the probe, it malfunctioned, playing only a single line of a single song a single time. It became a sacred religious intonation for this culture, not unlike a Catholic chant. The song was by Smash Mouth.
Was it? Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
Fucking hell.
Fuck you all.
That is the one.
Are you just making all this shit up?
Yes. Let's see who can piss furthest up a Dalek's metal dress.
The trio of heroes get into the TARDIS and fuck off sharpish, leaving leaving Joe still holding Matt's quickening schlong. A ghoulish smile crosses his face. Fade to black.
Yay! I always like regular features, and it's always one of yours or his where you've come up with one line and then you build your entire feature around it. And Sam
added that right at the end, mate.
Once told me.
It was shit.
That's good.
Right, Matt's
I remember having you on
Joe.
my back, riding around on my back, with the audience shouting, "One of us" to you, Joe.
wasn't
When are you
good
going to
enough.
get over this?
Yeah.
You're part of the podcast.
Someone on Reddit said it. So
Joe, I think you should leave.
We've got 4 mics, 5 people, and we got 5 chairs, but ignore that. So yeah, we're gonna sit with you, scum, in between doing features. Are you?
Joe's going to nestle himself
There's no
embedded.
room. Can you just face the wall like
You
the
want to
end
sit on
of
Mrs.
Blair
Flathead?
Witch?
You can sit on Mrs. Flathead if you want. Okay.
I like that,
Yeah, that's cool.
I should point out that
It's like Stato.
I should point out for you and for readers at home that I did see Joe's script in advance, so there was consent involved there. I know it didn't appear to that way.
grabbed harder than I meant it.
You grabbed the wrong bit, baby. Right. Shall I do a feature now? Hello, everybody. What did he? I just. For those listening at home, I crawled out from behind a piano and then got my cock grabbed by Joe in silence. It's like who's that guy who does really depressing Scottish films? Ken Loach.
He's Scottish.
No, but he makes a lot of films in Scotland. I don't know. Look, it's depressing. All right, that's what I'm saying.
So also, I really like this idea where we can say whatever we want happened, and the people at home just have to. Yeah, Joe grabbed his dick.
Yeah.
And Matt just jizzed all over that guy. I'm pointing at a guy with headphones, and he put his hands in the air.
And now the police are standing at the back of the room tapping their watch.
All right, police, give us a break.
Like the
we
end of the
started
Green
late,
Mile.
I know. So I was on a stag weekend this weekend.
Oi,
Oi, lads. It was fine. We did a collection of things where we basically did like it was billed as being zombie survival, but it's basically like let's let men
Wasn't it
hold
Bath?
weaponry.
They have many zombies in Bath.
It was actually on the outskirts of Bristol. So.
Unless you work for Future, am I right? That's a joke for 4 people, all sitting here.
And none of us laughed. So I was at a stag weekend, and basically we did a thing. We did crossbows, we did bows. I'm not going to do sound effects for all of them. We did throwing axes.
What?
And,
Sounds
we
like
did
you're doing all of the sound
assault
effects.
rifles, semi-automatic rifles. Bang! Yeah, I did. I lied. I did a sound effect for all of them.
Up until the last one, that was.
All right, let me try again.
No, please don't.
It only took a fucking millisecond, Steve.
Do a drum solo.
What's a
He's
drum
like
solo?
Jonesy from Police Academy.
He didn't play the drums on the stag do.
Hello, welcome to Britain's Got Talent.
All right.
But it left it at home. Anyway, it was a stag do, and it was really good fun. Throwing axes was great fun. I was absolutely shit at it because I was weak and shit. And then crossbows were good, bows were good. And actually, semi-automatic rifles were okay, but a bit weird because you kind of pull a trigger and there's no recoil and no noise, and it's just like that could have killed someone from a mile away. And you kind of go, fuck. But also I was quite good at it, so it was conflicting.
Killing people from a mile away. You were good at that.
Well, I mean, I'm extrapolating. I could shoot a paper target from 15 feet away, so probably, yeah.
So watch out, paper targets.
One of them went right through the middle.
That's where the weakest.
Right through. So, basically, there was one of the guys who was telling us how to use gun safety, and it was one of these things where immediately, right off the bat, I thought, this guy is a fucking piece of shit. He was in his 40s, 50s, and he was just straight off the bat with some really toxic banter.
Was
like,
he in your...
stop firing your gun into the air and going, ah.
Was he in your stag group, or was he the guy walking you around?
He was the guy who was telling us how to use this assault rifle.
Did he call himself Weapon Master?
No, but you can tell he called himself that in front of the mirror at home. And he just sort of like within a minute was like, oh, here's the thing that you can use to stamp the gun if you're too weak, you know, if you're a woman or a sissy. And I'm like, fucking hell. And then it was like within minutes we were just actually found out 3 people independently had started calling him Brexit Dad. Which was, I thought, telling. But then it was also like at one point, like one of the guys had to stand on something because he was short and like he couldn't do the thing properly. And they were like, they obviously had a thing that people could stand on.
Yeah.
And it was a stump. And he was like, oh, the stump of shame. It's like, what, is it shameful to be a short person now?
Press Z to go prone unless you've got tits.
But there was a bunch of... That's a tutorial for every video game these days. But there was lots of things where I just thought, fucking hell. And you know what? These days I'm actually like, I try as I get older to actually be better at being somebody who actually like sort of sticks their oar in and actually goes, actually, mate,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I try and get involved a lot more. I'm a lot more like, aggressive with this stuff.
Definitely.
But it's funny how when someone's holding a semi-automatic rifle, you kind of don't.
Yeah, but you're going to be holding that gun in a bit. So
Exactly.
Bite your tongue and say you've got the gun.
Hey, mate, I've got a few things to say.
About what you just said.
No, because it's
Thanks
like
for
you want
giving me your weapon, idiot.
You want to be like, and the point at the start was like, all right, yeah, and no one said anything, and he's like, well, come on, say something, and it's like, you're holding a fucking gun. Like, when people are talking to you with a gun, you just listen, all right? Anyway,
I hope you shot him at the end of this.
oh, mate, I really wish I had, but instead of that, there was one thing he said, right? There was one thing he said that really rubbed me up the wrong way, but I was only half listening, and I wasn't really thinking about it, and it didn't really clock. I was like, that's really... And then later on the day, I clocked what it was, and I was fucking furious.
It wasn't about me, was it?
No.
If it was about Gav, I'm going over there.
Just shoot him.
Just unfurls. his
After
big
he said this, I
Have you
thought...
seen this guy?
Just a picture of me. Everyone shoot him. No, I can't.
I got it right in the middle. I thought afterwards, I thought 2 things. I thought, I'm going to fucking write this on TripAdvisor, and also I'm going to write a fucking feature. So, basically, right, what he said, oh, this is the only semi-automatic long-range rifle available for recreational use in the UK now, thanks to some prior governments making some knee-jerk reactions to previous events. And it was like, it wasn't until later that day I thought, that's fucking Dunblane, mate.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, knee-jerk reaction to fucking Dunblane. You know, I just thought, oh, God, I would impress him on this. Only 12 quid, chill out. So I just thought, this man is a piece of shit. And I wasn't able at the time to go, mate, can you shut your mouth, you're a piece of shit, because he's holding a very high-powered weapon. But I can do that now, approximately 120 miles away, on a podcast.
He's got an email address.
I'm going to put this on
Don't
TripAdvisor.
tell him that we're doing this.
I'll put a fucking link to this podcast on TripAdvisor, all right? Everyone else there was really lovely. I had a really good thing. It was called Max Events or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, right.
So, this is Choose Your Own Brexit Dave Gun Adventure. He's called Brexit Dave. I don't know what his real fucking name was. He's a twat. It is a bright June morning in Bristol town. You stretch both your guns, your arms, above your head and look down upon your gloriously portly man belly. How many manly beers has that bastard dealt with? What a trooper. What a body. God bless Brexit Dave, the man that you are. You've got a full day of guns and shooting ahead of you. How best to start off your entirely average day? Do you want to read the news? Do you want to kiss your wife on the lips? Or do you want to make your children breakfast?
Fuck my wife.
You can't do
Don't
that.
fuck my wife, but
It's up to
I'm
them.
Brexit Dave.
It's up to these guys.
What do you guys think? You can't. We can't fuck Steve's wife. He doesn't have a wife.
what I meant was be dismissive of my wife. Because I'm Brexit Dave. He feels like that's how he treats
Breakfast.
women.
We're making the
right?
children breakfast. Okay. Opening the cupboard and reaching behind the tea bags, as you do every morning, you pull out down a box of Kevin and Timothy's absolute favourite, Hollow Point rounds. Entirely legal within the UK for the purposes of safely hunting deer and vermin without the risk of ricochet to third parties, but less legal in the chamber of 2.38 Smith & Wesson special revolvers. 6 hollow point bullets for Timothy and 6 hollow point bullets for Kevin. A little bit naughty, but if you can't treat yourself for breakfast once in a blue moon, then you're probably a sissy or a killjoy or a kraut. What do you want to do next? Kiss your wife on the lips or read the news? You pick up your copy of Guns and Ammo magazine. 1995 guide to picking a 9mm pistol. The news today is good news. Guns are still good, and the horrifying events of 1996 have yet to strike the United Kingdom like an awful legislation-based hammer.
Hell,
They
mate.
aren't going to take your guns away, Dave. They aren't going to take your precious guns away. You repeat this mantra in the mirror for 10 minutes whilst attempting to thumb your flaccid penis into life. The only thing left to do is to kiss your wife on the lips. You up for that?
Let's do it.
Gav?
Let's give her a little kiss.
Running your fingers along the curves of her body, you gently flick the catch that releases the spent ammo from your Heckler & Koch HK416, or as you prefer to call it, my beautiful wife. Squeezing the shoulder stock lightly between your thighs, you kiss it sharply and firmly on the tip of the barrel, not with any sense of passion, you understand, an expression reserved wholly for women and for gays. No, you kiss it like a confused businessman from Slough kissing their Japanese client because they presumed it to be part of their inferior and frankly wacky culture. Anyway, it's time to get to work, David. What's next on the agenda? And by that I mean the agenda of our day, not the agenda of meddling politicians and/or Zionists / hippies / feminists / Ramonas / experts / twats. Do you want to take the kids to school or fuck your wife?
Fuck your wife. Fuck your wife.
You should probably take the kids to school first. I mean, come on, he's a shit, but let's give him...
Education comes first. Wife comes second, if you know what I mean.
He's getting into the spirit of this. Absolute.
I think I might be Brexit Day.
Oh, God. Gently hugging Kevin and Timothy with the full grip of your warm, loving fingers, you slide the barrels of both fully loaded .38 specials gently underneath your belt, underneath your trousers, underneath the elasticated band of your no-frills traditional boxer shorts underwear. Waiting until you feel the rim of each barrel resting on the elasticated sag of your ballsack, you flick both safety catches off and feel alive for the first time since 1995. Now that we've taken these good boys to school, let's see what fools out there need a learning. Today's curriculum, advanced freedom. What do you want to do now?
Don't know. What's the options?
Is this-
All you
is
don't need
this
to do at this
free
point
roaming
is
experience now?
fuck your wife.
Oh yeah, that one.
I've no idea what you're talking about. Why would I want to fuck a gun? Why do you presume that everyone who puts the value of unbelievably deadly weaponry above that of human happiness and life is de facto some sort of reprehensible weirdo? I do not have regular sexual intercourse with my morally defensible collection of assault rifles. I simply believe in my right to enjoy equipment that could kill a stranger from a mile away as a quote-unquote fun toy. Just because one or two bad apples get involved, suddenly we're all treated as wrong'uns and deviants, as if I am a foreign man, or a woman, or physically short, or obese, or disabled. How is it fair for me to be treated like that? Would the government ban Duplo just because one man decided to go on a rampage and murder 20 people by physically forcing Duplo down everyone's throats? No. So why do they shove anti-gun legislation down our throats? You can tell I've just made an impossibly strong point because I cleverly ended the sentence with what sounded like a clever pun. I do not have sexual intercourse with guns, and I'm furious that you, as liberal Illuminati safe space snowflake scum, would equate my harmless experimentation with inanimate objects in the privacy of my own luxury bungalow with sexual impropriety and deviancy. Love is a matter between a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, if properly supervised by a photographer for a special interest magazine. Just because I put food in my mouth, it doesn't mean that I love food. I am merely exploring the possibilities of reality in a cold and calculating, non-hysterical manner. When I carefully lubricate the barrel of a rifle or a pistol or an automatic shotgun and insert it into the depths of my hungry anus, I do so with all of the rigor and control of a rational, manly scientist. And when I cry myself to sleep at night thinking about how scared and alone I am and how the world is changing and I have achieved nothing, there is no sordid tonality to the manner in which I desperately roll smoke grenades back and forth across my nipples. When I explore the boundless failings of my own self-esteem by whispering sneering nuggets of bigotry to the decommissioned US M60 machine gun gently propped up by 4 pillows beside me, there is no warmth or weirdness to be witnessed there. Just a man having a man-to-man with a big-ass gun in a big manly way. And if we kiss and cuddle afterwards, who are you to say what's wrong? Society? The government? Are you my dad? Are you my daddy? God, I wish my daddy had loved me. I wish I wasn't so afraid. I wish I wasn't such a blistering barrage of shite, but I am. And it's good that I'm not allowed to have quite so many guns. So I thought I'd just put that on TripAdvisor.
Go west.
Are you actually?
Examine
Fuck the
gun.
kids.
There's a key and a door. That was that.
That's good. Matt, in your research,
My research.
did you find out, does one kind of bullet work in more than one kind of gun?
That's got to be right.
Well, if it's the right caliber.
Of course it is.
You get
I
like
said no.
one bullet that goes in
Shut
multiple
up.
guns.
It's true.
But I assumed he'd researched that those fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah, but they
small
make a
bullets,
bunch of
medium
guns
bullets,
that
large
work.
bullets, and
Yeah, but
extra large
if it
bullets, and
were-
extra.
No, because
extra
if that was
large.
true, they would just call it like.
by an extra large bullet.
They would call it like shotgun. Oh, they do call it shotgun shells. That's a bad example.
Listen, we like you a lot, but you have to understand you don't have a microphone.
And
so
also,
you-
conversations
hear
with the
what you're
audience don't
saying.
work.
I just realised as well that someone just saw me finish a pint and then went, held up a pint and I went, yeah, and then they passed it all the way down. I have no idea who that is. Just drank it.
Don't drink it,
It's
Gav.
her, you twat, she says.
I'm still going to do it. I've drunk it now.
Well, I want one of you.
Well, I was just going to point out that I think it's beautiful that the weapons industry has come upon an agreed upon standard, whereas if I buy a copy of FIFA for the Xbox, I can't play it in the PlayStation. And if the weapons industry can figure out their differences, Microsoft and Sony can figure out their own.
True.
Wow,
Thank
you know your audience, Steve.
I just think it's great that you can be on a stage and just make like really brave statements like that.
I know.
Good.
Right, so which one of us is going to fuck off now? Should it be me? I feel it should.
Well, no.
Oh, I like you.
I could scoot on.
No, he's going to go. He's going to go change.
I'm going to do a feature.
I'm not changing. I'm just going off to get a drink.
Okay.
There's no props. I don't rely on props for my comedy.
Of course. Why would I ever think that? Sorry.
Fuck you.
Where are you going?
Do you want me to get you a drink while I go away and get changed into my pajamas?
Yes, please.
If you got hands, I'd love a Sierra Nevada. Yeah, but I'll neck that.
Cav, you're a fucking...
It's Monday, baby.
I was really scared.
Okay, for the benefit of the people at home, what do you all want from the bar? I'll go and get it now.
Sierra Nevada.
Can I have a beer?
Oh, fuck you. You're the worst kind of 16-year-old walking into a pub and fucking plaguing my life.
Everyone who's here for the first time still having a good time.
I was really scared that when you were all deliberating who had to fuck off next, you were just going to say, it's fine, he's over there.
Yeah.
Which is why I did my fucking feature. I'm back. Hello.
And now it's time for Steve's regular feature, Steve's Erlingus Accidents and Incidents Wikipedia page.
I did try and convince you to call this Stevepedia, so it wasn't quite so clear that you were just reading Wikipedia pages.
So this weekend was Brighton Pride. I had a very good fun time. I had too much fun. I had far too much fun. I was felt up by an Australian man.
Steve, are you still having fun right now, or are you coming down off the fun that you had?
I loudly mimicked the Turkish kebab man who was serving me a kebab, his accent back to him.
You are Brexit, Dave.
Why did you do that?
Because he said kebab in a funny way. And I was like, you're not getting a kebab.
You're saying it worse.
People are leaving.
It was
They failed to
awful.
see the irony in mine, and now that you're hammering that home like
Look,
a bad
it
nail.
went badly.
Any first-time Turks in the audience?
Also, Steve's boyfriend is here. Like, obviously, people at home can't hear this, but how bad was it?
This is mostly an apology.
No. How bad was
On
the
a scale
incident?
of 1 to 10, how bad was the incident?
I mean, on a Steve scale or a normal scale?
On a Steve scale or a normal scale? On a normal scale.
Normal scale. 14, he said.
He said he thought I was the Turkish man.
You do look a bit... No.
Go on, what are you
Talking about Reese, anyway.
Your hand was like that. Actually, you do look a bit.
Well, this is what I do on my hungover days. I go on Wikipedia and look up airline crashes. to make myself feel better.
There's always someone out there who's having a worse time than you.
Precisely. And I thought the flag carrier of Ireland, Aer Lingus, not only has a really funny sounding name, it sounds a bit like cunnilingus. But we have only, as an airline and a nation, suffered 2 incidents. So well done.
Sorry. As a nation.
It's got 2017
Have you heard of
where
the
we're like applauding.
1970s?
Yeah, you're too loved on this podcast. Like they applaud you because you went to Pride. Like you've been to about 19 Pride days this year.
I love that. I was racist against a Turkish man and I got away with it.
Yeah, but it lingers though.
I just like the fact in 2017 we're just applauding when there haven't been that many incidents.
Yeah. I'm going to read out some of them from Wikipedia. And I realise Wikipedia is free and you've all paid to be here.
So don't even bother pointing it out downstairs.
But I've chosen a good article to read. There's a degree of curation involved.
Bird story.
Aer Lingus Flight 712. This is a good one. Crashed en route to from Cork to London in 1968, killing all 61 passengers crew. That's not great. Obviously, it's quite sad.
Oh, no one cheered that.
But get this. So what I realised in my investigations is all 2, did I say 2 crashes? Mm-hmm. They're fucking weird. Because get this one. Although the investigation into the crash lasted 2 years, the cause was never determined. There has long been popular speculation that the aircraft was shot down by a British experimental missile.
What makes it experimental? Did you make a big green flame?
It was playing a little song. I continued reading, my curiosity not sated quite yet. And this one effing blew my mind. Here we go. Aer Lingus Flight 164 was flying from Dublin to Heathrow. Stop me if you've heard this. While on approach to Heathrow, 55-year-old Australian named Lawrence James Downey went into the toilet and doused himself in petrol. He went to the cockpit and demanded that the plane continue on to Le Touquet in France and refuel there for a flight to Iran. Upon landing at Le Touquet, Downey demanded the publication in the Irish press of a 9-page statement that he'd written and had the captain throw out of the cockpit window. There was an 8-hour standoff. This is all real.
Is that the front window or just one of the little windows,
One of
like
one of the
Goldfinger?
cockpit windows. He would have fed it out in like
They're only
A4
small.
sheets.
Oh, I thought you meant the pilot It sounded like you meant the pilot had to go out the window. Get out that window! I can't fit. Get out!
Oh, I see. Yeah,
What's
that's
the
what I
hold up?
thought.
It's like, well, the hole is that big.
Yeah.
So after an 8-hour standoff in France, the special forces stormed the plane and apprehended him without any shots. No one was injured. It emerged that Danny was being sought by police in Australia in connection with a $70,000 land fraud incident and also in Ireland for assault. In his statement, Downey claimed to have been a Trappist monk in the 1950s, which was confirmed. The man was a Trappist monk. He was expelled for punching a superior monk.
Was he the monk superior?
He then took a job as a tour guide in Portugal at the shrine devoted to Our Lady of Fatima, who is said to have appeared before 3 children and shared them 3 secrets. At the time of the hijacking, the 3rd secret was only known to the Pope. Downey's statement called on the Vatican to release this secret to the public.
I feel
What
like
were
for
the first
context, everyone here should know Steve took a day off to do this feature.
So I started looking up
I like
the
this
3 secrets of Fatima.
Steve
What
goes
the
to
fuck
Bride
is that?
and comes back a racist conspiracy theory. No more kebabs for this man.
So look,
Fatima
so
Lingus.
apparently Mary, mother of Jesus, appeared before some children,
Apparently.
gave them 3 secrets. 2 of them were revealed, but the 3rd secret the girl who heard it struggled to remember it, saying she was not yet convinced that God had clearly authorized her to act. So in 1943, a bishop ordered her to write it down.
Are we a spin-off of InfoWars now?
This is the point at which I can't tell whether this is Wikipedia
This is
or a
real.
Steve feature.
You can verify this yourself. This all happened.
This is like this is
She wrote this. So I'm going to tell you what the
this
secrets
is like
are.
Dave Allen. Like you are Dave Allen now.
So the first secret was to do with it was a very precise description of hell. And like, why does Mary know so much about hell? Am I right?
Am I right? It says audience interaction part on his feature.
I mean, if she's so holy, what's she doing down there, hanging out around hell?
I'm with you, man.
The second one was about World War I and when it would end.
She weren't in that.
What?
I mean, I think a better secret is when it's going to begin. The third secret was put inside an envelope.
Wait, sorry. The third girl failed to really remember it, but put it in an envelope.
She was like, I don't think God wants me to tell anyone yet.
oh my God.
Oh, thank you very much.
A member of the audience in pajamas.
A beautiful woman has just brought us 2 pints of lager.
Gone. Was it a ghost?
She's gone. But what were those pajamas?
Was it an experimental missile?
Thanks, man.
Goodness me. Thanks, mate.
This has become
lady-
very surreal.
Lady friend.
Yeah, I passed
Jesus
them on.
Christ.
All right, okay. This has been very disruptive to my feature.
Yeah, sorry.
I quite frequently don't know what's going on with these shows, but this has really stepped it to a new level.
There's another first timer coming. He just did that.
Wait, is that... I can't tell with the lights, but is that Pablo?
Nah, he's fit, man. Shut up.
He's white, apparently.
All right, shush now. Because you'll never guess what I've only gone and got.
Envelope secret.
From the Pope himself. I gave him a bit of a Freedom of Information Act. I was like, Mother effer, you need to give me this. As a Catholic, I deserve to know what the third secret of Fatima was.
And
And I'm not going to hijack a plane to find out.
But you are doused in petrol.
I'm going to go through EU channels.
Well, you still bloody can.
And so this is it. This is the secret from Mary, Mother of Jesus Christ. Dear assholes, it's me, Mary, the holiest MF in all of Bethlehem. You may have heard of me, since God put his only son in my virgin womb, and that guy turned out to be Jesus Christ, the guy who does stuff with fish and lepers. As the woman who gave birth to a literal God, I'm absolutely brimming with unspeakable hot secrets that, if ever told to man, would pierce the thin veil of fate that separates sanity from madness. Now, I can't help but notice that you've sealed my third secret in an envelope, not to be opened until 1960. What the fuck was all that about? That was going to be a really good secret, the best one. I was going to tell you which 4 words, when said out loud, allow you to levitate for 30 minutes at a time. My secret was going to usher in a new era of human levitation in which everyone, from George Clooney to George Clooney's wife, the human rights lady, could hover a couple of inches above the... She's not very woke, Mary. We now say... We say the human rights lady and her husband, George Clooney.
The thick human rights thing.
Ah, the old one-day meme joke.
But since you treated my secret like it was a fucking warning about paying a TV license, you don't get to learn Mother Mary's 4 words that will make you hover. Instead, you get secret B, the backup secret, for people who put things in envelopes and then don't even open the envelopes when they say that they will. Here is the secret. In Pokemon Red, in Mount Moon, you can find a moonstone on basement floor 2 after going down the final ladder, just before the steps leading to the 2 fossils, at the end of the dead-end path, inside of the wall. Okay, thank you. This has been Mary with your third secret.
Now,
Holy shit.
as Gav
Useless.
made clear, Steve took a day off to write this feature.
Yeah, and I'm glad he did. I think he's taken more
when
days
I
off.
walked into this venue, Steve had the Game FAQs website open for Pokemon Red specifically.
Not
on his
even the
laptop.
IGN page. That's pathetic.
I mean, no offense, Steve, but it is up there with when I just came on stage and said "Brie" and then had a nervous breakdown.
The process works.
That was fantastic.
That was
Thank you.
wonderful.
That was some wonderful lines. Mary wasn't very woke.
Who's gonna leave now?
I'll go. I feel like I should.
But you can sit there. You
Right.
have to watch the rest of it. Of it.
Oh, wait.
Steal this person's chair. Someone left, take their chair. You can do what you like.
He's coming
You're
back,
in charge.
hopefully. No.
No, not that one. There's nothing weirder than sitting in silence next to other people whilst they touch your genitals. All right?
You're right.
I don't think we've paid any attention to this new member of the podcast.
For more than 4 minutes.
For the
the
readers,
sixth member of regular features.
it's somebody in pajamas with blonde hair.
Blonde hair.
Why would you bother paying attention to me? I'm just... Oh, God, I'm so tired. Hello. Hello, anyway.
Hello.
I'm Nick Clegg. And I'm ever so sleepy. Why so sleepy, Nick, you probably ask? I mean, I hear you asking it. Do you long for the long, dark slumber of the bad idiot? And if you said that to me, I'd say, oh, where did that come from? I'm just a sleepy guy. You should try being a bit kinder.
I want to point out this isn't an in-joke.
Professional.
Get off the stage.
Oh my God, I'm so loud now. I startled myself. I almost woke myself up, Steve. Thank you. Then you might look at me and say, "Hey, Nick Clegg, I hear your favourite polish is Mr. Sheen." Well, now you've caught my ear. This is actually true. It really does shine umpteen things clean. But then I'd be curious as to why you're shouting at me across the foyer of a Marks and Spencer's food hall. Then you continue, because you broke all your pledges. Before disappearing into the cooked meats aisle. Not knowing where you are, I would ask for use of the tannoy to try and get across how bad your joke was. You don't break polish, I'd say, and all pluralize bland names like that. Bland names. Brand names. Like, you can't just say pledges and it means 2 cans of pledge. So that comment doesn't actually bother me at all, actually. Oh, fuck it. Anyway, enough dwelling on the past. I'm so very sleepy and I need to get this over with. So, it's something of an open secret in the halls of Westminster that Clegg is an abbreviation of clown egg. And they call me that because I will often be seen in the corners of one of the many subsidised bars of the Houses of Commons, silently, urgently leafing through the pages of this little book. It's called The Clown Egg Register.
It's a real book.
It's a real thing.
When he put it on the stage earlier, I went, "Did you know all the clown eggs are in Wookiee-ole?" And he looked at me and went, "Keep that quiet. Like, go." Or I'm gonna have to read up on this before my feature.
And I did read up on it, and yes,
Is that right?
the majority are kept in the Wookiee-ole Pirates Museum. Clown
Not in
museum?
the actual
Not
caves?
the clown museum. No, they're just left positioned in a cave.
I assume because
waiting
there's
for
so
you to
many
be
of them, they're the
startled
only
by
place they
them.
could keep them in the world.
Hang on.
Okay.
What?
Anyway, forget that.
So, what Gav has done is use his knowledge to propel you.
Like I can only
Paragraphs
get
forward.
2 minutes into a conversation about clown eggs before I have to say
Sorry.
what?
Pretend none of that ever happened.
Sorry, you don't know what a clown egg is.
Anyway, to you, an egg novice, I imagine all of you are egg novices, unaroused by the clowning world and flaccid in the face of eggs. A book like this would be a mere curio. I mean, did you, for example, even know that Cleggs, clowns, eggs, Cleggs, that clowns would traditionally register their appearance by painting it onto an egg? You see, no two clowns should look the same. And if an enemy clown impersonated your face and started killing people, impacting on your earning potential in your particular clown diocese, you could insist that they accompany you to the Wookiee Hole Clown Egg Repository.
You added that because I said about it earlier.
Yeah.
What?
Where you would
What? What?
where you would battle for your face using eggs like, I don't know, Pokeballs. Basically,
I'm sorry. We've been throwing around facts about clown
eggs.
eggs.
The true thing that you need to know is that clowns register their faces in the forms of painting their faces on eggs.
Right. Now this is what I was missing.
This is
Because I was
In
like,
your life in general.
Because I was like, clowns are people.
He said it sleepily like 4 minutes ago, man.
I didn't hear. It was very sleepy.
so like. I don't know how you enforce your face. Obviously, the Pokeball thing was whimsy, which I, as Nick Clegg, am proficient in. But basically, you go to Wookiee Hole, paint your face on an egg, a process which can take up to 3 days.
Shut.
It says so in the book. Maybe it's done by people who do Warhammer.
Do the egg before. Surely do the egg before you go to Wookiee Hole. Do it on the big train, surely.
Yeah, you probably
Anyway,
should
sorry.
do the egg first.
Yeah.
So
Before you
for
embark.
those at home, because I've just spent the past 5 minutes being so fucking bemused. You, as a clown, you draw the face you want to register on an egg,
And you take it to Wookiee Hole.
and you take
Keep
it to
up, Matt.
Wookiee Hole. Finally, my life makes sense. I genuinely thought I was having a stroke.
It's so cool
Have
that
it-
this
pass it
stage is
around.
majority clown egg proficient.
I thought there was some weird thing about like clowns laying eggs and then giving birth to other clowns.
Don't pass that too much.
And I was like,
around,
why don't
'cause
we
I
see so many
genuinely want it.
clowns? Is this?
It was actually a present off my
I think someone just
boyfriend.
flicked through it and went, it's literally just clown faces on eggs.
Stop.
That's it!
Stop looking at it because it's funnier. Give it back. Give it to Nick
Nah,
Clegg.
just-
Anyway, as far as the process goes of winning your face back, once you've won your face back, you are then entitled to spend around 3 minutes pretending that a bucket contains water, when in fact it contains no such thing. That is what the book means to you, egg novices. But to me, a man who has dedicated his life to the psychosexual worship of clowns, and a man who has spent every moment since his balls woke up imagining having a threesome with a clown and his egg, this is nothing short of a Dick Spurt Bible. I mean, I'm not even sure what would happen in the threesome. Maybe the clown could watch while I rest the egg on my belly button. And I'm not even sure what any of us would be doing. I assume either me or the clown would be wanking. So anyway, it's time that I, Nick Clegg, shared my explosive love of big, repulsive, terrifying men and their fragile avatars. I would like to introduce you to my 5... No, I didn't get time to do 5. It's 2. My 2 favourite clowns and their eggs. And we don't have really the capacity to do a slideshow here, but if you all want to go to bit.ly/CleggEgg, you can look at the
We'll just give
clowns.
people a minute for this.
Yeah, do that.
Because for readers at home as well, if you're on, hopefully not on a train, but if on a bus, then
This guy leaving to get an iPad.
To buy one.
the Apple Store is about 25 minutes away. If you want to just...
There's only 3 slides on it, and only the 3rd one is the funny one. No, it's Clegg Egg.
Clegg Egg.
Clown Egg was taken.
You fucking idiot. People who are here for first time.
Basically-
One guy remains. Brilliant.
It's 3 pictures. One of... Yeah, that's slide 1. You may all now move to slide 2. This is...
There are shocks of kind of bursts of shock and awe.
This
coming.
is anarchy.
This is.
This is... I'm empowering you to make your own content.
Go on.
Anyway, number 1 of 2. I bet you're really glad it's not 5, because this sleepy Nick Clegg voice is quite slow.
Somebody wake up Nick Clegg. Joe, wake up Nick Clegg.
Punch me, and show me your
Where?
nip. Show me your nip, and I'll wake up right up.
Show him your nip.
Show him your nipple.
Show everyone your nip.
Wake up.
Woo! Oh yeah! That's
Nick Clegg's hair
that's also
jumped
a
off
relief.
his head.
So this clown egg you're seeing right now is carbuncle, and when I say carbuncle, everyone in this fucking room anyway automatically assumes that we're talking about the ancient word for red gem, the red gem that adorns the head of the recurring summon in Final Fantasy games. Well, fucking grow up. We're not talking about video games. Carbuncle is actually a portmanteau of the words uncle and carbohydrates. His act is a long and badly played game. First, he gains the trust of your family and is generally pleasant to you, apart from a strange recurring insinuation that you are the kind of person who would lie about waking up with a potato in your hand. Once he feels like this seed has been properly sown, Carbuncle will sneak into your room at night and, you guessed it, put up a new potato in your hand and gently curl your fingers over it. When morning comes, over breakfast, he will giggle at his private joke, as you wonder whether it's worth telling anyone what happened, because it doesn't seem that important. Eventually, you decide against saying something, and that drives Carbuncle wild. Over the course of the day, you will receive a string of texts. Couldn't help but feel you were holding something back over breakfast this morning? Care to share? To be more specific, did anything crazy happen with some carbs last night? Sorry to keep texting, but did you wake up with a potato in your hand? Wow, if so. I wouldn't tell anyone. No one will believe you. This is just the kind of thing you'd say. You've cried wolf too many times. P.S. You can eat the potato. It's not drugged. If I delete texts on my phone, do they disappear from your phone too? I didn't do anything weird. Don't tell your aunt. I have glued a little farfalla pasta to your cat. It looks like she's wearing a bow tie. I'm not all bad. By the time you get home, Carbuncle will be gone, leaving a bewildered aunt and a single wholemeal lasagna sheet with I win written on it in Sharpie. The sex I, Nick Clegg, imagine having with Carbuncle the clown is having him entirely coat my body in a foot-deep layer of smash, then letting 12 of his clown friends fuck the smash off of me in clumps. It's a bit like Pop-Up Pirate, a game where you shove plastic swords into a barrel until the pirate immediately jumps out of the barrel, his erect penis firing out liters of spunk, if memory serves. The second of two, the second and final egg, is yes, this is slide 3 now.
Oh, pop-up pirate-based jokes is right bang in my Venn diagram. That's tickled me, bro.
This is Rom Jeremy.
I know.
anything-
Somebody showed me, for those of you who were on a tube and cannot see it, the final picture is an egg with Ron Jeremy's face with robotic arms and a massive penis coming out of the side of his chin.
And one of the robotic arms is really sort of tenderly holding the
He's doing like I'm
the
a little
head.
teapot, isn't he?
He's doing I'm a little teapot.
I'm a little teapot, see my cock.
I spent
And it's wonderful if someone's showing me this, but I've seen this. I've seen this so many times today. I have seen that image so many times. It's
Can I
Did
generally
you
have
like the
those
fact-
pajamas at the end?
Yeah, no, I bought these for a pajama jam night.
Oh. Keep
They
going.
I didn't really
they are
understand, yeah.
sweaty
Keep
as
going
fuck.
with whatever this is, then.
While we're out of character,
I
can
did
just
spend some seconds putting the claw so it looked like he was actually wanking his
yeah,
bell
it's
end
really
off.
good.
Yeah, so that,
Come-
that
just while we're out of character, is Nick Clegg sleepy literally
what's that
just because
about?
you wanted to wear pajamas?
I found something in my room which I thought that adds a third dimension to this character.
Yeah.
What about the Victoria Woods wig?
I literally haven't worn these pajamas for about 15 years, and they are.
Give us it then.
There's
There
some
could be fucking spiders in them.
Okay,
I don't even know. I don't know yet.
Well, I think for future reference, making an on-stage persona very sleepy. Let's do a script.
No, say what you're saying. Say what you're saying, Matt.
I didn't catch what was going on with these clown eggs. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think that's true.
I think we all know what clown eggs are now, don't we? It's a journey together.
I just want to point out we still have one more feature to go, and if anybody tries any of this shit with mine, then I will beat up everyone on the stage.
Shall I go on with Rom Jeremy, or do
Yes,
you have
please.
more bitching shit to say?
I'm just saying. I'm glad you've woken up. I'm just glad you've woken up. I think everything's brilliant now.
I'll be sleepy again soon. But if there's anything that gets my Lib Dem dicker spinning, it's robots. From Johnny Five off of Short Circuit. Yeah, I'll keep that in. Yeah, good private joke to myself. To the heartless machines in the Tory party. I am basically driven horn dog batty by anything with enough power and indifference to effortlessly crush my finger in a hinge or lop off my arm with a circular saw. Knowing that something can kill me, yet silently suffers my presence, is the highest compliment I feel I will ever receive. Rom Jeremy is half robot and half porn star. His clown egg contains all of the human emotions that allowed Ron Jeremy as a human porn star, to say encouraging things whilst receiving oral sex from his oversized penis. Who can, in fact, forget Ron's classic oral sex encouragement monologue, which took place unexpectedly on the set of Radio 4's panel show, Just a Minute. Oh, you like that dick, don't you? Yeah, you do. Ye enjoy that wiener. This old dick of mine. Yes, sir, here's a priapic endowment presented for thine pleasure. And you are slurping away like a trooper, which is precisely, exactly, and unambiguously what I'm after right now. Just keep going on exactly as you are. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
We have a challenge from John Holmes.
There was a repetition on exactly.
And that's not even counting the 3 boys who just passed through. It is a correct challenge, so a point to John Holmes, who must now take his place in the lovely Cynthia's mouth. John, you have 36 seconds left on the subject of you like that dick, don't you?
Since becoming a clown and then a robot, Ron Jeremy has a quite average range.
This is Sleepy Nick Clegg.
Yeah, there's no Matt says that shit. I mean, you, as dismissive as you are of my feature, you seem keen to appropriate it.
No, it's just this...
Whose first time is it tonight?
Yeah. I mean...
But if it's a correct challenge, doesn't it pass on?
I mean, it says I'm John Holmes, and it says it passes over to John Holmes, so I was just following what the logic of the script. Sorry, you carry on.
Since becoming a clown, I've gone sleepy again now. Since becoming a clown and then a robot, Rom Jeremy has quite an average range of skills. He can only juggle 2 balls and make basic balloon animals such as the worm and 2 worms kissing. But his patter is hypnotic. You like that juggling, don't you? Check it out. This is some top-tier clown shit and you're gobbling it up like a cloud of adoring pricks. Oh yeah, and he's got lasers coming out of his eyes because I just remembered he's a robot and I forgot to do anything with that information. Anyway, if I, Nick Clegg, were to have sex with Rom Jeremy, I would probably just put a massive magnet up my arse and realise that too late, Rom Jeremy weighs about 50 tons, so the magnet will just fly out of my guts. There was the third one, the third clown egg I loved, that was called Evil Betty the Rancid Clown with bad tits and a gone-off smell about her. But the less said about her, the better. I just turned into Zambing Boing Bang Boy.
Well done, Lord. Thank you very much.
So keen to cut me off. I could do this character all night. So slow, you get so much time to think about the next thing you're
I
going to
love
say.
him. He's one of my favourites. We doing quints?
This is it.
It's this quintuple feature. Have you noticed how Gav's manipulated skillfully this podcast so he never has to be off it?
I wish I had.
Log, is there a beer to your... I've been drinking that one.
All right, guys, we know what you're here for.
There you go.
Log.
So what?
Yeah, and you've got him already, so now you have to suffer me. It's fine. Who here?
In my brief time in the audience, I realized how terrible you truly are.
I thought you were going to say how ugly they really are.
I went right downstairs.
Why would I want?
Fuck you again.
No, Steve said it.
No. These guys are terrible. Awful. Bad. Joe especially.
Focus on Joe. I can't deal with this spotlight. Focus on Joe.
Let's take this mother home downstairs where we can booze. Who here has ever had an intimate wax?
Yeah.
3, I count 2 hands and 1 vocal. What? Does it have to be by yourself?
That's not what intimate wax means.
Okay, so, doesn't matter.
Go on.
I was filling while I unfolded a bit of paper. So I had to get an intimate wax for a thing recently. And the thing was my dick.
Your dick commissioned you.
It looked like a werewolf's leg.
We had a big chat. It looked like Robin Williams' arm. And I was like, enough is enough. So I went and got the whole thing. So like, imagine if you can, people at home. I'm sort of touching the top of where my fat ends.
Pubis.
What's the top?
The pubis.
bit?
Mons pubis.
Okay. So basically,
It's the mount. It's named after the mountain on Mars.
all your bits, basically. I had to get I got all my bits intimately waxed by a lovely man in East London called Ed from Matcha Waxing. He's here tonight.
Are you serious?
Hello.
Yeah.
The man who waxed
hang
you.
on.
Yeah, he's over here.
That deserves a lights up.
Is he one of the
Can we get the
first
lights up?
timers?
Let's get the lights up.
Hey guys,
Ed's not here. So
You absolute,
just point at that guy.
you absolute fucker.
I'll teach you for shouting out stuff, won't it? Ed.
I was going to promise that he's going to wax everyone in the audience, but would you mind?
Okay, so I'm basically I realize it's a hot room. We've never done 5 of us. This has gone on quite long, so I'm gonna skip through some
Guys,
bits.
it's 12:30. But then the tube's stopping very shortly. So,
But basically, I'm skipping through a bit where Ed, who's amazing, I knock on the door and he gives me a really lovely welcome, and then his dog, Kinky Spencer,
Bites all your pubes off.
the end, runs out into the street. And then I grab Kinky Spencer, and Kinky Spencer's fine. Okay. Anyway, so I've never had any of that. Like, I know I look hairy on my face, but that's literally it. Pretty much it. Like, I mean, I think the rest is kind of normal hair. So, but I was still kind of nervous about having everything waxed. So, like, if you're nervous and you go to the doctors or something like that, then you make like shit small talk. And even if a man is about to touch your dick, you still kind of do that. So like this is a horrible bit here where he makes like a lovely joke to put me at ease, and I'm so nervous that I miss it.
About what? He makes a joke about what?
It just makes a lovely joke to put me at ease.
Oh,
hold on.
About your knees. I
Someone,
but you
Not
are,
about how diseased I am.
but you're recording him.
So sorry, yeah, see, thank you.
of
I
course
I recorded the entire thing.
Right. Does he know that you're recording him?
Yeah. I asked him if I could record it beforehand. I hope this is fine because I've mastered it. I've had water in my hair for about 7 days.
Ear.
Ear.
Not your hair. Your ear.
Here, so yeah. For about 7 days. So hopefully you can hear any of this. Okay, ready? So this is me completely missing a little joke that he does to put me at ease. Horrible nervous laughter, and me just trying to make like awkward conversations happen with him. Poor Ed, bless him.
So, what do you need me to do? So, you're doing the intimate waxing. So, yeah, we'll get undressed.
Yeah,
please.
lovely.
You start from the bum first because it's a bit easier.
Yeah, whatever you think, man. Whatever you think is your
You're
best
gonna
to
have to
do.
lay on your front, head a bit sway.
Yeah, I've never had anything done before, so be gentle with me, obviously.
No, don't worry, it's fine. Only 2 people died so far, so it should be okay.
Yeah. So Ed says, I said, oh, please be gentle with me. I've never had this done before. And Ed says, it's fine. Only 2 people died before. I missed that. And I'm just like, ha 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 ha. Great, Ed. We're such good friends. I'll warn anyone who's had food. The start of the next bit is him applying wax to my,
Paint.
I guess, hairy ass.
Right in the crack hole.
No. This is on the outside.
Okay.
Outside right now.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Oh, and then he takes it off. Okay. But also the thing that I learned is, Force-Your-Own Virgin, that waxing scene, that set the waxing community back 30 years. It's pathetic. That's
Is that it? Are you doing it right now?
This is the waxing apply now.
Okay, yeah.
And now to remove the hair.
Right.
What state of erectness were you in with all this commotion around your
tiny
penis?
bit at the moment, isn't it? So.
It's kind of bad because the press and the moves as well, they make fun of the job, which is unfair. Because, like the 40-year-old virgin,
Right, okay, yeah.
the whole thing about all is kind of, they do make a, like I said, some people, they want to come here for like a charity kind of joke or,
Yeah.
which I don't usually.
He hates people going there for a joke.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, you take
Are
the
we-
business seriously.
Are we absolutely sure that Ed isn't Steve doing his Turkish kebab impression? He's so similar.
Oh my god! So I learned that about the thing. For your virgin, fucked it. So
I love that's weighing on the minds of wax artists.
it really
around
is
the
though.
country.
Like he mentioned it 4 times in an hour.
Stephen Carell is not welcome. He's a very hairy man. He can't get waxed.
He's
only gonna get-
money.
He can't get waxed in LA. I'll tell you that.
He's only going to get hairier. He's fucked.
So like you hear me there, like it's getting the first bits off my ass, and my ass is not that hairy, so it hurts a bit, but not a lot. But then he starts like putting a lot. I feel like he's giving me nice bits of wax, and then he starts giving me not so nice.
The mean wax.
Like this, we're still on the bum here. We're still on the bum here.
Because the people like the way it is, like a more private and more relaxing,
Yeah.
more like a high profile people want to be discreet and.
Ah.
Yes.
The good part about my treatment is it's fast.
Yeah.
See, he keeps saying things like, the best thing about how good I am at waxing is it doesn't really hurt. And I'm trying to be cool, being like, yeah, that's right, Ed. It doesn't hurt, does it?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I keep thinking he's in here.
I bought into that completely.
I shouldn't have told you it wasn't him. And so the next bit is him saying that apparently, because it goes on for 40 minutes. This doesn't go on for 40 minutes. But apparently not many people in London do intimate waxing. And there's a bit in this next bit where he tells me that he loves causing pain.
And especially the intimate. Not many people in London do the intimate waxing.
Right.
And I have customers coming from other countries to see me.
Yeah.
I had one guy from Rome. He flies every month for waxing.
Serious?
Yeah. I got a guy from Cayman Island.
Right.
He usually have business in London, so he comes here for a day to do a couple of days do business and then see me and then go back home. Not many jobs you get to give pain and get paid for it.
Yeah.
I love it.
He says, not many people, not many jobs you can cause pain and get paid for it. I love it.
There's a very subtle bit during that where you can hear you just very quietly go. Which, if you've got the skip back 15 seconds on podcast apps, it is well worth listening to.
I'm not even going to joke. Like, it fucking kills, man.
Yep.
Okay, so he gives me some lovely advice in the next bit. Ugh. Or he will.
Now I'm gonna ask you to be on 4 paws for me.
Okay.
So that
That's 4 paws.
Oh, I thought you said you want to look at your front balls. Right, we've done the back. Now it's time for the front balls.
Yeah, he wants me to get on 4 paws.
oh, can you actually reach the middle properly?
Right. Okay.
Come up and down.
So like.
Yep, that's yes. Lower the front and relax.
Okay.
Not the front. The back so here.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
pretend you're doing yoga and and you arch your back like you're in a position of a.
Okay. So
Can you arch
putting
me
wax
more?
on my
That's
arsehole right now.
perfect. It's very easy, very quick.
yeah. I trust you, so it's fine. You seem like you know what you're doing.
You laughed during a bit where I went,
I know I'm not on the stage, but you sort of introed this as if you need this for like medical reasons. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? I'm sorry, I've had a few drinks, but what are you doing?
I care about sex for the lady that I have sex with.
Yeah, Matt. He's getting free shit from his
Sit
job.
down and shut up.
He's gone backstage. He's on all fours.
Oh my god.
So at this point, like, he's making like lovely small talk, and I feel like I've lost it by this point. But he's like, oh, you're taking it way better than some people. Then he tells me about some amazing people.
Sorry, one sec.
Yeah.
So, is he telling you this while you're still on all fours
I'm
with
on
wax
all
on your
fours
ass?
with wax on my asshole, like inside, like he spread my ass open.
Wait, there's no hair inside
Is he?
there.
Man, is he?
What, right up it? Is
there
there
is,
hair
yeah.
you need to lose up there?
Yeah.
It might be important, like Celia, you get inside your nose to stop nose bogies just flying out freely.
But this is him telling me about some bad
I'm
people.
trying to be like brave about the noise, but
No, being very good. Some people scream, some people cry.
Really?
Some people, oh my god, some people love the pain.
really?
It's hilarious.
Holy shit.
There's one guy, I actually stopped sending him because it was a bit too much.
Right. Okay.
He said, oh, can you give as much pain as you like? I like pain. I said, it's kind of different job than you're looking for. It's not like,
You're like, yeah, it's a different job, and I would charge more as well.
yeah, and it was like, he screamed like a horse.
Oh my god.
He was like,
Wow, that's weird.
and yeah, I was worried about my neighbors complaining. The reactions from this is so funny.
Yeah.
I have one customer, he just farted non-stop. Every time I put his trigger, another one.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
He was saying in that, in case you couldn't hear it, that he has a lot of people who like cry. He has one guy who cries like a horse. You're one guy who likes it too much. I'm just like, can you make it more painful? And you have to tell him to stop coming. He was like, mate, that's a different job. Wow. And then he said he's got one guy who just farts constantly.
And that guy's name rhymes with Tony Flair.
Cry Like a Horse is like an Aphex Twin album. Like,
Okay, so this is.
what's Cry Like a Horse?
I just assumed he meant he was hung.
This is.
He cried like a horse, proudly.
We've only got a couple left, but this is the last arsehole bit.
That's a film.
And then he moves on to my cock, and that hurts a lot.
My oldest customer is 83.
83.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh.
Grow up.
Oh, the skin and tear.
Oh. The wax is left. Are you gonna turn around, please?
You're missing
I
me.
have a baby bum. Move with the baby, my friend. I would recommend to trim the top.
Okay.
And then just clean the balls and penis.
Yeah.
Or second choice, clean everything, but
No.
keeping some hair looks a bit nicer.
Yeah, the first one, that's good, man. I'm a hairy guy anyway, so it looked weird, I think,
Yeah.
if it was like all gone.
Yeah, no, I prefer it there. The thing about trim, you have to do it quite often.
Yeah.
Because the hair goes so thick. Because the root's still there.
Yeah.
But if you remove the root, the clean feel is much. That's definitely tough, right? See, it makes everybody laugh, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So he's saying there, like, I could trim it a little bit, or I could take it all out, and it's gonna hurt more, but you're gonna enjoy it later on. And that's what happened. That's what he did.
He just did it without
hang on.
consent.
He
Pulled
was-
your roots out.
He. yeah. It wasn't good. So like
He's going to enjoy it later on. What does that mean?
I guess like during sex. That's what he said. Not like with
You
him.
won't get that natural bounce back from your pubic bush. What's that?
Absolute
Okay, so
frictionless sex.
in this next bit, we're deep into waxing my balls.
Help us.
And like it's generally without fucking about, like it's really hurting at this point. And I'm like, I'm trying to talk, so it takes my mind off it. He's talking, and it's not good, man. There's a lot of horrible shit in this one.
It's quite a weird British thing, isn't it? Because like British people are quite sort of reserved and
I know they're gonna be
Yeah.
talking about feelings or.
yeah, exactly. And definitely don't want to say, "Can you wax my balls?" Oh fuck!
This one's done.
You wax my balls. Oh fuck!
They arrive very stressed and they leave really
Oh,
relaxed
that's so real.
Relax.
because they talked about
Yeah.
this one's done. They arrive very stressed and they leave really relaxed
Really?
How many
Relax.
lines like that?
they
This
they
one you
talk
can
about-
repeat again and again.
They're very relaxed for a lot of people. Nearly done. You've been wonderful. Look at that. Amazing. Feeling like we've been a pro.
Guys, thank you for all coming tonight.
You know how the sound of being sick can set you off being sick?
Yeah.
Like that was so painful, I
Yeah.
felt sick.
Well, that's the thing, though, because he's being so nice. He's being so polite. And, like, we're just talking about different stuff. Like, he used to be an artist, and he was an artist in London. And then his studio...
I've seen your dick. It's incredible.
He's
He's nice.
like, he was an artist in London. And then his studio got robbed, so he went into this.
What? Sorry. He got robbed. The burglars forced him to wax your dick.
No. No, he was an artist before he started being a pube artist. All right, so this is the penultimate one.
Oh, you said the last one was the last one.
No, I said there wasn't a man name. This is the penultimate one. So at this point, like R. Kelly comes on his music, and I asked him to turn off the music several times, and he just said, "No, I need it." It's a bit with like.
You seen Breaking Bad when he's making meth? That's me.
You just,
This is a bit with R. Kelly's.
You just got really scared of the bit where he says boop, boop, beep, beep in ignition.
It's not even that. It's like my mind's telling me no, but my body's saying yes. Like, that comes on, and by this point, like, because I knew I was recording it for something, but I didn't know what. And like, but at this point, I've lost all.
My oldest customer is 83.
83.
And, and I hate it now, and I just want to get out of his stupid house.
It's so many things that makes more. It's more hygienic. It's clean. It's kind of it looks good as well. Especially really
It's just him talking
nice.
now.
I trust you, Ed. But it fucking kills. Oh. Oh.
The good thing is a quick pain, isn't it?
It's,
Once it's done, it's stop.
oh fuck.
I swear a lot to myself. What the fuck I'm doing this to myself and.
Are you doing the noises like as you go, fuck? Are you also going afterwards as well?
Like it basically is because like it hurts so much to the point where I'm just like, this has got to stop. But then I go,
The amount of traffic noise, it's like you're doing this in the middle of the Blackwall Tunnel.
I'm not even kidding, right? But he said like, oh yeah, I've got this really intimate area in East London. Come in. It's a flat. It's just a flat that he owns. Like in the back bit is where I'm being waxed. In the front bit, there's like Grey's Anatomy DVDs.
Yeah.
Like
Yes, it is.
it's fucking mental. This is the last bit. Where like he keeps telling me things that I shouldn't do afterwards. Like
Don't come
touch it
back.
again.
Don't tell anyone you ever met me.
Yeah, and then I get out, turn around, the house not even there. You're like,
My name's
Joe
Jonathan,
Wax
not
been
Ed."
dead for 10 years. This is the last bit where I ask him for some helpful advice because I had a date 2 days later, and he give me a list of so much stuff I wasn't allowed to do. Like, some of them were just like exercise. I was like, well, technically walking's exercise, isn't it? And he was like, haha, don't do that.
Wait, sorry.
You're gonna walk.
Does he say or what? Or can we cover that afterwards? I'm worried.
Here you go. This is the last bit.
I've got a date with a girl on Wednesday.
Oh, see?
Would be alright by then?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, fuck. That was really good.
Have a look. See something like that?
Yeah.
So we're done here. That was the last one. That was the last bit of whatever I had.
He's lying, wasn't he?
No. This is right. And then he basically. Oh, this is the weirdest bit.
It's been pretty fucking weird stuff.
Because like at this point, like I've never been touched this much by a man for an extended period of time, naked.
Without giving him a kiss at the end.
Yeah. Without fingering him for a bit at the end. So for him to just go, oh, stand up and have a look in the mirror, like
a barber.
it felt like, honestly, it felt like proper. Yeah. I'm not even joking. Like, he held a mirror behind my ass and was like, is that good?
Any bits?
Could you
Any
take a
bits
bit
to
more?
get?
And I was like, Ed, mate, I don't think I've seen my ass that close. Like, can you back up 2 or 3 paces?
Gav, you have sent me so many pictures of your ass on WhatsApp. That's clearly not true.
The RF poop shoots is between the 3 of us, and I'll hear no more about it. Anyway,
Poop shoots isn't. These photos aren't in poop shoots. I'm missing out on poop shoots.
Okay.
This, your arsehole.
here we go. So this is the last bit where he's asked me to stand up, and he, like a barber, is moving around me with a mirror. Like, in a fucking big knife bit. He's got a knife in it.
It's awesome, man. Strange, but I'll get used to it, I suppose. Thanks, man.
My pleasure.
Shit.
Shit.
The last bit I go to him and go, yeah, it's strange, but I'll get used to it, I suppose, Ed. Shit. Like,
Thank you,
that's it. And if anybody wants to see my balls, shaft, or arsehole, I'll be downstairs in the boys' toilets. Bring a Sierra Nevada in, and you'll get it all.
I'm personal on that.
Cheers. We'll be downstairs.
I love you. Bye.
And thank you for your patience.